Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Etherfields, where we are going to continue the journey of our specialist and our free spirit as they are currently looking through the dreamscape of an abandoned market. They are being pursued in the darkness by some unknown thing, an entity that is hurting them and confusing them in the form of having them steal cards. And we just found an escalator that drops down to another level, and it says it's an unmoving staircase. So it's an escalator, but it's no longer functioning. We know that it goes to another location, and we're going to take the escalator to that location. We've had to unfortunately seal a bunch of cards. The specialist is up to 6 sealed cards and 2 stress, so we're not doing that well, actually. And I don't think, anyway. It's hard to tell. We'll see how this ends up. But I did notice on these new cards, there's an entity location, which means we could have an actual creature come out. That would be scary. We'll see how it goes. And of course, searching all of these darkened areas gives us problems. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get started. I don't really have any corrections to make. I did correct the sealing of cards that actually comes off the top of their deck, not of their hand. So, and they did have to shuffle at least once that last turn. So, and then now the specialist is really hurting because he's got 6 sealed cards, and that's not good for us. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to take our next set of turns as we continue to explore this abandoned dark market. And we do have a flashlight, which is real helpful. And by the way, this token does go away because it was from the flashlight, which means that it is no longer light in there. But we're probably going to use it again very, very soon. So let's continue on and get on with the game. All right, here are our 2 characters, and our free spirit is going to go first. Now, it costs us 3 cunning to move down this staircase, and her cards are not the best. She does have 3 cunning, but the way she's going to have to get it is going to use a lot of cards. This is her hand of 4 right now. So we are going to make that move for her. In fact, we're going to take 3 from right here. We're going to use this hurry, and this so many possibilities. Those will be discarded for our free spirit, and she is going to move from here to here. Okay, then our specialist is going to go. He's got a bigger hand. He can do a lot more this turn, but he too needs to get 3 cunning to move down to that space. And I think what we're going to do is we will use this thing that sucks is they only have cards with 1 on there. It's not very good for us. I think we'll use these 3 to move down there, and that's a lot of cards for him, but he's got a brand new freshly shuffled deck. I don't know how good that's going to do him. And he too will move down the staircase. It's amazing how much cunning it requires just to move down this escalator when it's not working. Anyway, we are going to then move her to this space over here, I think. Let me zoom in a little bit. We're going to do that by using one of our hours instead, which is going to take her to 3 so that she can get to that space and actually maybe do something. Now, what is she going to do? Well, you know, we have this searching in the darkness right here. So this card here means we have to spend 2 of either cunning or awareness to search in the darkness. But we're going first, before she does that, she wants to shed some light on the area. So she's going to use the flashlight. Once per turn, we can use our flashlight item to place that a light token there. Sorry, not a dark token, but a light token in the space. And then we have to roll. If we roll an X, we lose the die. We did not. So we don't lose, lose the flashlight. We did not lose the flashlight, and there was light in that space. And that is actually all she's going to be able to do. That's all of her cards. Now, the specialist, he is going to only be able to move 1 more. So he's going to move to right here, and that is going to be the end of our turns. And that's really, really rough, right? But I think it'll be okay because we're pretty far removed from all the bad stuff that could possibly take place. It was a really quick turn for us. We haven't done much. And then we're going to go to the end of the turn. Remember, we only have 12 turns to get to this, so we do have to keep moving. And it does say we're going to roll the die if there's a creature, but there's not. Then we're going to do its base effect and its morphing effect. Well, what does that look like? Well, here is the base effect. It's going to go first. Each dreamer in a space with a threat token seals 2 cards. Don't have to worry about that. We're not actually there. And then each, as a morphing effect, each dreamer places 1 token on an adjacent space, maximum of 1. So we'll take 1 and we're going to place it right here on the escalator. I don't think we're going to be going back up there. I don't know though. And it says each dreamer, it says max 1 per space. So I'm not sure, we can't place diagonally. That kind of bites, which means we're going to have to place one. I think he's going to place it right there. We can use the flashlight the next turn to shine light on that area and get rid of the darkness so that the thing cannot hide in it. So that's where we end this turn. That means we are now down, we're going to be down to, oh, I'm sorry. Should have been this card. I didn't discard the card before, but it ends up doing the same thing. So we're going to end up discarding that card, and that's going to be the end of the round for this round. So I'm going to go drop some new cards, and I'll be right back to continue moving through this floor. Now we're going to get to investigate and explore hopefully this turn, even though we're going to have a smaller set of cards to do it with. Well, the Free Spirit will have 4, so we'll see what she has to work with. The specialist still has these 2 cards in hand. Unclear but efficient. That's one of the upgraded cards that he got from one of these influence cards. So that's really good because we need to do this stuff. We may need to do this stuff in the near future. So I want to hold on to that card, but I'm going to go get a new hand and we're going to continue on. Okay, we're getting ready to go on to a new turn. So in this turn, we're going to start with the Free Spirit again, and she is going to investigate this space. Oh, the light is gone from there. That's unfortunate. So I think what she's going to do first, actually, just in case, she is going to place inner light on the space. Place a light token on there. That way she will not have to worry about getting some of the bad things that could come up, and who knows about that weird corner right there. And then she will spend this World Shaper card and this Effort card to get 3 Cunning in order to investigate that space. And she is blasting through her deck, though, which is not great. The number on that space is going to be 59, 059, so 59. Hopefully it's nothing terribly tragic. Let's see what she gets with 059. It says, we catch a glimpse of something shiny under a thick layer of dust. Gain 1 crystal. That is fantastic. So our Free Spirit gains a crystal. That is great. Where was I? 059, right? Okay. Ouch! Damn. How many of these glass shards are there around? If this space is in darkness, spend 2 wrath or suffer 1 distress. Well, we have that space is not in darkness. We've lit it up, so we don't have to suffer that. Then it says, then we hear a buzz on our left. There's a small neon lamp in the shape of a leaf. What could it mean? And again, there's movement in the dark, as if something was leaning around the corner. If this is a darkness space, it's not right now. Place a threat token on the space, maximum of 1. Well, it is not a darkness space at the moment. Yay! That is so good for us, right? So that was her turn. She got there. Now let's go to the to our specialist. He is going to use the flashlight. We're going to put another token down there to represent the light that he's going to shine into the space. I don't know if this is good or not. We'll see. I think he's going to do it, though. He wants to be protected from potential darkness, like in this case where it would have come up. And then we do have to roll to see if he loses the flashlight. He does not, so we get to keep the flashlight around another turn. And then he's going to do a search action there as well. Let's see if he can get it in 1 card. Yeah, he will use this Hurry card to spend 2 Cunning in order to search this area. That is going to be area 809, so secrets 809. And man, you really have to spend, this area consumes a lot of cards, and I don't know if we have to search all these spaces or not. Maybe I should just look for spaces that have some relevance, but we did get a crystal, for example. No, not the shattered glass again. If this is a darkness space, it's not. We would suffer stress or have to give up some wrath. A huge closet slumbers in a pile of rubbish. We hear a hiss coming from its drawers. Well, we shouldn't open it. Or maybe if you decide to open it, do 276. Well, we do have our mechanized shotgun, and we do have some, like this card, and a slap, this card here, this inefficient or unclear but efficient card, which we can do some things based on a die roll, on an assault, and we have that too. So I think we're going to go for it. Let's see what we get. It's going to be entry 276. We're going to see what is under in the drawers. That's some kind of snake, I imagine, that we're going to have to defend ourselves against. 276. That is right? Just going to double check that before I read the entry. 809. Just want to make sure I'm not reading the wrong one. 809, 276. That is correct. So 276. We were not sure what that was, a ghastly hand or a snake. It happened too fast. This thing pulled us into the drawer. It's cramped, filled with liquid darkness and fetid horror. We struggle to break free, but something holds us firmly. Sealed 3 cards or gain 1 flaw. Wow, I think we're going to gain a flaw because I don't want to seal 3 more cards for the specialist. Finally, we flail around so hard that the drawer opens a little and we go for it. The drawer shuts behind us with a mighty crash. Let's take a flaw card. It's going to be our first one of the game. Okay, here's our current flaw deck right here. Give it a quick shuffle, and we're going to draw one of these flaws and see what we get. Numbing Fear. What does it say? It says we can discard 1 ether. He doesn't have one, but the specialist does. To remove this card or resolve it immediately. Oh, so we either remove it right now or we resolve it immediately. Let's see what it does. If I'll come out in a moment, just give us a little time. You cannot use Wrath from your influence cards this turn. Okay. This card at the end of the turn. That's fine. We're going to do that. We'll take that flaw for the specialist. It just lasts 1 turn. Unlike some others that last, I imagine, long periods of time, like the game. So he's not going to do anything that's going to get him into trouble, I hope, this turn. We'll see. And that is going to be the end of his action. Now, the Free Spirit really can't do anything else. She's got 1 card. She's not going to move because there is a baddie, like a threat token in the space in front of her. She sees some movement in the shadows and is terrifying her, so she's not going to do it. And if she was in that space, she would take something based on the turn card that we're about to expose and to take care of. But the specialist, however, can do some things. And I think there's some more mannequins here. There's something on the floor there, except it's a dark space. Do I hold off, get some more cards? I could do this. Place the ladder. Use your personal token in your space. Enter the dark room. Set 1135B dark room and tile next to the board and place your dreamer in the space. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. I want to hold on to this stuff, but I think what we will do is we will spend this this card here. So many possibilities to move 1 more into that space. I know it's a dark space, but I don't want to waste all the cards this turn that he has. I could actually investigate that, but I kind of want to do it in the light. Now, what it shows here on this card is some kind of mannequin in like a box in the middle of the room there. I'm not sure. There's also some railing. I think we're going to get to move farther, probably when we get down here. I don't know about here. I'm tempted to skip the space here. There's also something like a box or something here, but there's more glass, so we have to light that space up for the Free Spirit when she gets over there. I might skip this space altogether. I don't want to miss stuff, but I think we're wasting too many cards and too much time investigating every little inch of this place, right? We might have to move forward more quickly. So anyway, let's resolve I think we're going to resolve the end of the turn there. So our specialist is going to have a total of 6 cards next round. Or I could do another move, I think, except I want to keep that in reserve in case, this card in reserve in case we need it. So I don't think we'll do another move right now. I think that will be the end of our turn, because that will also then get rid of the mind-numbing fear at the end of that. But that's not a big deal either, because the turn isn't going to have that much of an effect. So let's take a look at the end of turn effects. So we would have the creature's basic effect, which means if they're in a space with one of these, they would seal 2 cards. That's this right here. Each dreamer, there we go. Each dreamer in a space with a symbol, threat symbol seals 2 cards. And this doesn't happen though, so that's good. And then we would roll for the creature if it was there and moved, and then we would do this. And then that same thing again, and that's the end of the turn. So the problem is we're now 3 cards in, 3 turns in, and I don't think we've gotten far enough. Look at, something tells me we got to get way the heck over here. So it looks like we're like wrapping around here. I have a feeling we'll get to fill in some of this space as we go. Maybe not. It might wrap around. I don't know how the game progresses in that way. We only got 2 tiles left, so it makes sense if there's one here and here that connected to this. And I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go. I don't know. I'm just guessing, because I'm just saying that because we only have 2 of these, but we do have some cards left that we haven't touched nearly any of these cards. Look, we got all kinds of stuff that's going to get added if we do the right things. We will see, because you can see there's a whole bunch, a whole bunch of them left to go in that deck. All right, well, let's end it here for this round. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And again, for those of you that have won prizes or are in the prize pool, I'm going to wait to finish the rest of the contest until right after the holiday, because I feel bad that I can't get to the post office easily. It's very frustrating. It's very, very crowded at the post office, and I have elderly in-laws, and I don't want to take any risks with them. So I'm not going to take the chance of going into the busy, crowded post office, even though I'm masked. There was absolutely no way to social distance or anything like that. So it's kind of a bummer, but I will get it done and get those out. So anyway, thanks, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying your holidays. I normally do a big blowout of the holidays, but this holiday has been different for me. I haven't been able to do that, which means there hasn't been as many videos. And I do want to do more. So hopefully I can get some more done for you soon. Anyway, take care, y'all. I will see you in the next episode of something, probably this. But I do want to get something else to the table and get that running as well. So take care. Talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. And if you don't hear from me before then, have a great new year.